to a pandemic high. Fox 4's Macy Jenkins joining us with the growing concern over hospital capacity. Macy.
Good evening, Steve. Well, COVID patients are taking up 1 in 2, half of the ICU beds in Tarrant County right now, actually in North Texas to be more specific. And after holiday gatherings over the last 2 weeks, health officials say those numbers will likely go up.
We're getting dangerously close to having ICUs that are overflowed.
Tarrant County down to just 9 available ICU beds. And Dr. Veer Vithalani with Tarrant Medical Operations Center says COVID transmission from holiday gatherings will strain the hospitals even more in the coming weeks.
Your most infectious time period is from the 2 days before you develop symptoms. So even if you felt fine on Christmas, were in contact with someone who made you infected, and you may have felt fine on New Year's Eve and gone out, but still been infectious to other people.
And after New Year's Eve celebrations, he says North Texas hospitals may soon have to enact their surge plans.
Nobody wants to open extra COVID units. Nobody wants to open an alternate care site. We have the plans if we need them, but we hope to never have to.
Tarrant County Judge Glenn Whitley says some hospitals have been increasing their coronavirus patient capacity.
On a call that we had this morning, one of the hospital administrator CEOs said, we took 5 beds that had previously been non-COVID ICU beds and converted those to COVID ICU beds.
He says as part of Tarrant County's surge plan, 2,000 beds can be made available if the governor relaxes standards on how many patients can be in one room. The ongoing challenge for hospitals remains staffing those beds.
I know that 2 or 3 of the hospitals have requested personnel from the state and have gotten some folks up here.
And even though the vaccines have arrived, officials say reaching herd immunity is still several months down the line.
And every time we get some positive news, I think people relax a little bit and let their guard down, and we just can't do that right now.
Now, Judge Whitley does anticipate a higher number of vaccines becoming available in the coming weeks. Tarrant County has reached out to the state for permission to open additional vaccination facilities, and Judge Whitley says he hopes to have those open, at least 2 of them open by the end of next week. I'll send it back to you, Steve.
All right, that's great news. Macy.